Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. I want to take a quick second to thank the channel members. Thank all of you so much. And I wanted to welcome any of you that are coming by for the first time or haven't yet had a chance to please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification underneath it or right beside it. And I'll keep trying to bring you EDC content. But I'm glad you're all here. So today I wanted to talk about up until today, which in God's calendar, it is August 3rd, 2023. These are what I consider the best value folders that I've experienced in my collection today. So these are going to be knives that have been under $100, in most cases, well under $100, but I feel like they punch over their weight. And they're knives that I brought into my collection because something about the design spoke to me, and they stayed in my collection because the way they operate really made me happy, right? It's how they make me feel and how they cut and how they're usable. So I made this a top 5 instead of a top 6, but I did want to play and show the Vosteed TH for thumbhole, um, the Vosteed Nightshade. To me, it is an absolutely fantastic knife, right around $70. It would have made my top 5, but I've got some bangers that I wanted to talk about. So starting off, and this is in no particular order, we'll do it in order. Starting out at number 5. And again, these are the 5, in my opinion, best budget knives for under $100. So let's start with the Miguron Polona. This knife clocks in at $47.96. To me, that is an amazing price for a knife that, in my estimation and in my hand, feel very similar to my Chavez Street. A lot of people have said about the Migurons that they're a thicker knife, that they're not as thin as some of the other EDC knives. I will agree with that. But some people, even for a budget, want a thicker knife, a knife that's more of a work knife. So if you look at this knife, just the proportions next to the Chavez Redemption Street, you'll see that there's something very similar about these two knives that really can't be denied. And it's not that one copies the other, it's just that they mass out just about the same. The Miguron Pelonia is a little bit longer than the Chavez, but we won't talk about the Chavez anymore. We're going to talk specifically about this knife and why I think it's one of the top 5 knives of 2023. First off of, the G10 that Miguron uses is outstanding. I would put it up against Spyderco's G10 for texturing, for smoothness, for finish. It does have a lanyard hole for those of you who love lanyards. It has got T8 hardware all the way around the knife, from the pocket clip to the body screws. One wrench and you're done. It also has a titanium pocket clip, not deep carry, but it's deep enough. It's got this 14C28N blade that's beautifully stonewashed on this tall flat grind surface. And then you've got this little fuller area, this little swedge area, this little, I'm just going for a blank for words, but it's actually satin. So you've got the satin finish here, nice stonewash finish here. Let's grab a piece of paper. I don't have a lot of paper to choose from. Let's make sure I don't have a staple in it. And it cuts. So the Miguron Polona is, again, a $47 knife. I think we decided $47.96. I picked this up at Amazon, and I can recommend it number 5 on my top 5 knives that are under $100. Moving on, we come to a knife that is right at $64.95. This is the CJRB Echo. So the CJRB Echo is a very unique knife in that I discovered it through the CJRB Pyrite. I had a titanium pyrite. I compare it in the video with the Echo. This is a Laconico design. It is crafted in the AR PM9 proprietary steel. It's micarta handle. I could have chosen this in G10. I could have chosen it in stainless steel for around the same price. I chose the micarta, and I will tell you that the micarta is very smooth. It's very much like G10. I'm not blown away by the micarta, but I'm not bothered by it either. It's got a front flipper deployment for a button lock, and as you guys know, I'm not a very good front flipper. I don't like a front flipper. However, this one is set up to where it's fail-safe, right? As long as you actuate it, it is going to open as a front flipper. More importantly, it's got a blade hole, and I like to middle finger flick it, and the action is fantastic. I know we don't look at plunge locks for their strength, but I've tried to get this one to bounce loose, and it won't. So it's got a very stable plunge lock. And coming in at number 4 on my top 5 budget knives to this point, it's going to be the CJRB Echo. Moving on, we come to the smallest knife in our collection. This is number 3. It really should be much higher. The only reason it's in the number 3 spot is because of the price. This is the Devo Pony Stout. It comes in at $75 before you put in your Javon 10 discount. White Mountain Knives is the ones that sell this knife. It's available in both micarta with a blackwash blade, micarta with a stonewash blade, I think, or satin blade, and then G10, black G10 with both blade options as well. This knife has amazing detent, has amazing geometry. It has amazing ergos. The way that it fits in my hand with that choil and with this little finger swoop that just gathers your finger up to make any cut. Precision, guidable, and just very pleasant. So I'm in love with the Pony Stout. I am so much so that I'm excited about the Pony Stout that's going to be coming out. That's going to be more of a premium model. Just because this knife fits in my pocket so well, fits in my hand so well, handles tasks that I put it up to so well, and it's just cool. It's fun to fidget with. It's fun to play with. I love Devo knives. I love Colin and Lefty, and I think this knife stands on its merits regardless of who made it. Coming in number 2 is a newer knife that has found its way across my table. This is a knife that I picked up about 3 weeks ago, and this is the Vosteed Corsair. This knife comes in at $69 even. Then you can put your Javon 10 code in, save $6.90 or 10%. It is a VG10 blade. I'm sorry, the Pony Stout is 14C28N2. The Vosteed Corsair is a VG10 blade, micarta handles, has these vertical, kind of at first I wasn't crazy about them because I thought they were bolster lines, but after using this knife for a while, I can tell that they add grip to this micarta handle. You can see some of the fibers in the micarta, so to me it's nicer micarta, but it's still got that nice press. But what makes this knife shine is its locking mechanism, this bar lock. So it is a stiffer spring system. And if we look down in here, you'll see that you've got a full steel liner running inside of that micarta handle and inside of that bar lock. And you'll also see the width of that bar being much thicker than most of the bar locks we see on Benchmades. But it results in a very detenny, a very pull shut closing knife that I think has been an absolute fantastic winner. It's about the same profile and same size as a Benchmade bug out, has a fantastic sharpening choil, cuts like a dream. The VG10, that's cutter error, guys, cutter error. The VG10 is mega slicey, and I think it would also hold up to more hard use type of scenarios should you need to. So this is, again, the Vosteed Corsair. I think White Mountain knives might be sold out now, but I think they'll be getting more in. It's available in a wide variety of colorways, both G10 and micarta. Does have a deep carry clip, has a fantastic sharpening choil here. You can tell mine's been through the cardboard quite a bit. But coming in at number 2, we've got the Vosteed Corsair, which brings me to number 1. And that's right, it has not been upset, nor do I imagine it to be upset anytime soon. However, I'm open. This is the Miguron Moyarl. I started out at number 5 with the Miguron Polona because it's such a good knife. The Moyarl takes that same quality G10, that same T8 hardware consistency around the body, liner lock, and adds a thumb hole. You've got this tall, flat ground blade that is super slicey. This knife comes in at $49.96, and it is oh so slicey. Guys, I love it. I love where the choil is on it. I love how thick it is. I love the fact that it feels good in my pocket. I like the fact that the G10's quality. I like the stonewash blade. I love the pill-shaped deployment hole. I love the fact that it's got minimal billboarding with the 14C28N, and that's it. And you just got what I say is 2023, sub $50, definitely sub $100 knife of the year, the Miguron Moyarl, or Moyarl. So we got the Miguron Moyarl. We've got the Corsair by Vosteed. We've got the Pony Stout by Devo Knives. We've got the CJRB Echo by CJRB. We've got the Miguron Pelonia, or the Little Chavez Street. And then our honorable mention, which I had to slip in here, is our Nightshade, also by Vosteed. Guys, it is a great time to be in the knife community. It's a great time to be collecting knives. There are a lot of just great options in all different sizes, shapes, and finishes for you to choose from. And prices are still aggressive on some nice knives. Yeah, prices have gone up on some knives, but there are also great deals out there waiting to be grabbed. I could recommend any of these knives to you guys. I want to take a minute to thank you for watching the video, thank you for stopping by the channel, thank you for believing enough to be a member, and thank you if you've taken the time to subscribe. If not, thank you for being here. And thank you for looking out for the guy or gal to your left, looking out for the guy or gal to your right, looking out for each other, going forward with love in your heart, choosing debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.